Alright, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makar Kudash. Double honors to the apostles of GreatMillStone that rule impeccably well. And Shalom to the Arkham that's pushing his truth and sincerity across the four winds, man. Right, I just want to get into this quick video. And it's going to be based on this this story that came out around a week ago, which basically is about, so-called white men, who we know are the biblical Edomites, according to the Bible, who basically hired a hitman who turned out to be an undercover cop to kill his next door neighbor, man. And the reason he done this is because his next door neighbor was, a Negro, a so-called black man, right? So that just shows you that Esau is still, in that mind state of killing you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Right? These so-called white people don't want you around, man. Right? They want to do away with you. Right? They don't want to live next door to you, no matter what they say, regarding, everyone is equal and, they might smile in your face, but really the inner intent of the so-called white man is to kill the Israelites, man. It's to kill you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now that goes from the elite, right, of the so-called white man of the race of Edom, right, all the way up to the Rothschilds, and that goes on down to the peasants of Edom, man. The two-time losers, the ones that don't really have power in the society. Even to the smallest of the Edomites, they want you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans dead, man, because that everlasting hatred between Jacob and Esau is still alive and is still thriving, man. Right? That's an eternal spirit of hatred that the Lord has put between us as a people. Now I'm just gonna play this this news clip, so you can get a gist of what actually happened, man.
They say a white man company was offering $500 to a hitman to kill his black neighbor. 25-year-old Brandon LaCroix has been charged with murder for hire. Court documents show the supposed hitman was contacted.
Look at this guy, man.
But it turned out to be an undercover officer. Investigators say he wanted his neighbor hanged and for a flaming cross to be placed in his yard.
So as you see, he said he actually wanted his neighbor hanged, man. Right, so they still got that spirit, that KKK spirit is still out there, man, with these Edomites, with these so-called white people, man. They still want to hang you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Right? That spirit is not gone, man. Right? They want to get back to hanging you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. And here it is, our people, 2/3 of our people still think that Esau is your friend. That Edom is your friend, man. They're not your friend, man. They are your enemies, man. Right? They are your enemies.
Boy was arrested after meeting with the undercover officer, giving him.
Right? So that's the news clip, man. Right? Now, look, man, there's going to be a judgment for this. There's going to be a judgment for you Edomites, man. Right? For this perpetual hatred that you've had for the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, who are the children of Israel according to the Bible. Right? Now, I want to get into some scriptures. This is Amos, chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof," man. So, for the transgressions that Edom has done as a people unto you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, the Lord is not going to turn away the punishment, man. Right? The Lord is going to make sure that he recompenses for all the things that they've done to us as a people. Right? Because when Edom, and including the other nations too, when these heathens touched the apple of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's eye, which were his chosen people, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? They've done a terrible thing, man. Right? Even though Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gave them permission to do so, because we couldn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, perfectly, man. Right? But it was all set up in the spirit to be that way. But because they've done that, the Lord basically gave reasoning for him to judge them, man. Right? That's really why the Lord has done it, man. He had to make them go off, just like the Lord had to make us go off as a people, so he can actually execute judgment upon the heathen, because it was always written that this judgment was going to be laid out upon the other nations, man, because they're not the Lord's chosen people, and they're regarded as spittle according to the Holy Bible, and they are as nothing, man. But the apple of the Lord's eye, the Lord loves his people, man. So all these other nations, primarily you Edomites that have touched the Lord's people, you're going to pay big time, man. Right? The Lord ain't going to turn away the punishment like it says in the book of Amos, man. Right? The Lord is going to make sure that revenge is going to be sweet, man. Because tribulation, it's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, like it tells you in the book of Thessalonians. Right? So I'll read this again. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Now they're still pursuing us with the sword, man. Right? Oh, especially over there in Babylon in America, right? You got the cops, these wicked ass policemen, shooting down you Negroes at a crazy rate, man. Like ants, right? They're not even regarding your life. They ain't even giving you a chance to surrender, right? They're not even giving you a chance to surrender. Here it is, you see some jakes out there, they're trying to put their hands up, or they might get stopped in a traffic stop. And, Esau is trigger happy. He just wants to put an end to Jacob's life, man. He don't want to give you a chance to speak. He don't want to give you a chance to explain yourself, man. He just wants to shoot you dead. But that's all in the spirit, man. Right? Because that recompense is going to come heavy. Will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, which they're still doing, and did cast off all pity, man. So they've casted off all pity upon our people, man. They haven't pitied us, man, because they put us in slavery, right? They fucked up Gad. They fucked up the Native American Indians, right? Gave them smallpox, gave them all kinds of diseases, right? Syphilis, all of these disgusting diseases that they gave to the Native American Indians, right? The scriptures say, a troop shall overcome Gad. That's exactly what happened. The so-called white men, they killed off the buffalo, right? So they couldn't eat, right? That's showing no pity to your enemy, man, right? No pity. But that's cool, man, because they wasn't meant to show any pity, man. Because when it comes around, we're not going to show them any pity either, man. Revelation says reward them double even if they've rewarded you, man. So we going to do double of what they done to us, man. Right? In the kingdom, it's going to be a beautiful thing, man, because we going to get that full length of revenge that we've been desiring from the beginning of time, man. Right? Upon Esau, upon the wicked, upon that wicked old damn serpent, man. Right? Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and they cast off all pity, because our people are still there in the ghettos, still getting killed. You've turned our own people against us, right? All the curses are on us, right? And his anger did tear perpetually, man. That's what you call perpetual anger, man, for a people, right? You just fucked them up so bad, you basically just left us for dead, right? And then you want to act like, everyone is equal, man, when that clearly is not the case in this society. And he kept his wrath forever. So that's the key point I wanted to bring out, man, that he kept his wrath forever. So 400 years later, the so-called white man still has this wrath for you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. And that's evident. That's evident, man. When you see these news articles and these stories, you had the case where Edomite, bust into the black church and he started letting off shots, killed, the majority of the congregation. These things are still happening, man. Right? And these things don't go reported on the news so often, man. It's only once in a blue moon you will see it actually reach the news, because they don't really want to fuel, Jake to get roused up and to actually do something about it. But through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Jake is going to get roused up, man. And these rice rates will happen, man. Thus saith the Lord. Right? These things are actually going to happen, man. And you heathens, primarily you Edomites, you're going to go into slavery, man. Your time to go into slavery is upon you, man. Right? It's going to happen real soon. Now, this is Isaiah 14 and verse 21. It says here, prepare slaughter for his children. Right? Now, why does it say for his children, man? Because reincarnation is in the Bible, man. Reincarnation is a reality. When you go to Revelations, the first chapter, Revelations 1 and 7, when it describes Yahushua coming back, it also mentions those who pierce Yahushua are also going to see him, man. What does that mean? That means Yahushua is coming back for revenge, right? That means those people that pierced Yahushua back then are going to be here today, right? In the same lot, doing the same thing that they were doing back then, man. But this time, Yahushua is coming back for his revenge. But that also, more importantly, proves reincarnation, man. Because those men are not thousands of years old. They're not 2,000 years old walking upon the earth. they're going to be reincarnated in new bodies so they can receive their judgment, man. And just like you so-called white people, you're now reincarnated in new bodies so you can receive your judgment. Because you so-called white people that were in slavery, that were tying us to horses, you know, tying our limbs to horses and, you know, setting them horses to run, you know, in opposite ways and ripping our bodies apart and, you know, putting us on the fields, you know, picking cotton and giving us 60 lashes, you know, if the weight didn't, please you. You know, those so-called white people are back here today. So they always like to say, you know, it wasn't me, it was my ancestors. Well, you are your ancestors coming back in a reincarnation. That's why it says here in Isaiah 14:21, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, man. So you're going to pay for your father's iniquities because you are your fathers coming back in the reincarnation all over again, man. Right? Because the Lord is a just power, man. Right? That they do not rise nor possess the land. So this is going to be, so you do not rise nor possess the land, man. You are going to be completely taken over and eradicated after your 1,000 years of slavery has been served, right? Nor fill the face of the world with cities. There is not going to be no cities of Edom in the kingdom, man, right? America is going to remain a memorial for the wickedness that is done, you know, and the wine that is spewed across the planet Earth, man. Right? That's going to be an everlasting memorial that's going to be there so we know what true wickedness was, man. That's going to be the only remembrance of the so-called white man is America that's going to be in flames eternally, man, which is going to be a beautiful thing. So I'll read it again. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities, man. And with that, I'll say all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect. And then brothers that are sincerely in this truth, man. Right? Shalom.